Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Came up late.
The Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Oh shoot. What a start.
And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Big dummy.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Line gets set.
Please don't be no huddle. Please. Please don't.
On the move, it's Key. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
So glad I know.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And you don't want to see
Spread,
this
huh?
trend
Empty
continue.
spread.
Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Snares it outside.
Yeah,
It's
I like
Connors.
it.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. He'll have to settle for a field goal
Good
attempt.
stuff.
He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, picking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team. And generally, games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
You got to be
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the...
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Awesome.
That is exactly what most offenses will do.
Easy start, turn into a
defense
nightmare.
creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After the misfire, it's second down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are...
And here's a
Another one?
behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
He can't fumble in the ring.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Good job, D. Good job, defense. Keeping us in this game right now.
Goal, but this one, oh, it's blocked. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Going up top on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, 2nd and 10 from the 40. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon.
Hey, home, boys.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try the right side. Plows through the defense. On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I think he did it to
They've
his left.
extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the
All right.
second level.
Gotta score this time.
David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensive.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Rifles it down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them.
That's not a good first quarter, boys. You gotta turn it up.
Such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
What?
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10.
Oh.
He wants to throw.
It's a
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit
fumble.
like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for a running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal,
score.
showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
not hardly ever.
First down here for the offense.
Don't remember getting too many penalties on the kickoff.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
This isn't good, boys.
Offense headed back out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Get him in the hole.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Shakes off the defender. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He'll take another shot here. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet.
Maybe get a double dipper here.
Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Maybe.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Using his feet to buy time.
He slid, yep.
Just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll immediately call timeout.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. The offense wastes no time
I
getting
saw
the
it. I
timeout
couldn't
call.
get there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Connors. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team.
He got it. Oh my
It's good.
gosh.
And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
The Red Raiders pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's right on target. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack.
Boys,
You
on
want to talk
defense.
about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Grab behind the line. It's French. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The aerial assault continues. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right.
Yes, sir.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. And the ball's on the ground. Bounced right back to them. past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Agnew. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's caught, it's Agnew. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hello, Mama.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie.
What?
Only the 45-minute drive, I mean.
From the
So
gun,
how you
looking for a
feeling?
man. Feeling some heat. And the defense swarms him under the two-point attempt. Is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game.
Did you shut the garage?
Start the dishwasher.
He'll bring it out. It's Cox. I know he thinks he can house
Got
every
it.
return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BYU has back the Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive.
You see that with your
I get back
back.
to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Small gain, I know. But
Doesn't
again, the
make
defense
any
knows
sense.
he's got to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll run it again. Discards a man.
Holy
And he'll
cow.
run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Quarterback on the keeper. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Good
Now
on
on
offense,
second
all
down,
this
they
said
want to
and done.
keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. BYU lines up quickly. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
Ping pong,
BYU.
man. You gotta
He
be
knocks
kidding
this
me.
one through to make it a 2-possession game, and that is huge this late.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled
It's
up,
over.
it's over.
It's the third time you fumbled. Trash.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the
Now they just want
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fumble.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cougar. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football.
Oh, look out! The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try the run. And they swarm him under. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The lone back's got it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around. You use every second you got. Make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This one was a lot like a tennis match. Back and forth, up and down.
Freaking A. That's gonna knock me out. Way out.